So we start our Champions League campaign off once again. And of course, after that epic final against Real Madrid, who else do we play first? Of course, Real Madrid. So, of course, welcome back to Academy to Anfield, episode 62 now. And I thought, what a perfect time to bring you back to see this. We are away, but to see us play Real Madrid once again and hopefully get some revenge for that Champions League final. Of course, it would have been nicer if we were playing at home. Probably would have felt a little bit more confident. But just to fill you in, since you were last with me, of course, we managed to salvage that draw, didn't we? 93rd minute equaliser there from Mo Salah against Tottenham. And we did what I said. We did exactly what I said. We'd go off camera. We'd absolutely batter Arsenal, which we did. After our 3 shots, 1 on target, it was ridiculous. And I can't put that into words. I can't. We beat Arsenal 5-1 somehow. And then we went for a nice, pretty convincing 3-0 victory against Sheffield United there. Sesse getting his first goal for the club. And of course, Kumas there getting a hat-trick, which was nice to see. Grant also starting and finishing the game, as did Carrot. So nice to see we managed to get, and of course, didn't touch upon Ronchi, but Ronchi started the game and obviously come off at some point. But yeah, so nice to say we've got some young players integrating into the current crop of young players that are already first teamers. And then, we just went in, did a standard 2-0 victory away to Crystal Palace. So we've got Real Madrid in the Champions League to come in a second. And then, of course, Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Transfer window is shut now. No one else is leaving. So thankfully, I haven't got to tell you about any ins or outs. So I think without further ado, we'll just get straight into that Real Madrid game and hopefully get ourselves some revenge. No Soberslite in this lineup. He is currently about 50% fit, so we're not going to risk him. But we've got Alisson in goal, Trent, Pinnington, Konate and Beck are the back 4. Midfield 3, of course, King, Gravenberch and Bajcetic there. And then our front 3, we've got Ben Doak, Mo Salah and then Jason Stone up front. So here we go at the Bernabeu, and I feel like I need to pretend to be quite confident. I'm not, but what we'll do is we'll just pretend we are. At least for the first 10-15 minutes. We've already had a worse start than what we did in the Champions League final. We scored within the first minute. But I'm hoping we don't get absolutely battered here. I mean, Camavinga there literally just running through our whole team. I mean, I say that was easy. Literally ran through the whole team by the looks of things. And we're 1-0 down inside 3 minutes before I've even started talking properly, which is absolutely ridiculous. And would you expect anything less? I mean, this is why it's probably getting quite hard. And we have spoke about this a few times. To do another save like this in the future, I think we'd give ourselves a few more little stipulations, i.e. signing players that are under the age of 19 or 18, for example, putting them into the youth team ourselves and then bringing them up through, rather than just relying completely on youth. I mean, we've not done too bad, considering literally our whole team, bar a couple that are still there, i.e. Alisson, Mo Salah, etc., are all from the youth team. So we've done all right, but I think if we'd put a stipulation like that in where we could have signed a couple of youngsters, we may well have been able to win a Champions League by now. And I think this is just almost a stumbling block too far. We're playing Real Madrid and, I mean, they're just absolutely outplaying us. I mean, how have they missed that, though? That should have been 2-0. Luckily for us, it wasn't. I'm probably thinking we'd hope for a smash and grab in this game. A little bit like the Spurs game. Come away from Real Madrid with at least a point would be a very good start to our Champions League campaign. But, just robbed off the ball there. Running through the whole team again. Bellingham? Mouthful. Camavinga. Anyway, Real Madrid have got the ball in, I think. Plays it all the way back to Courtois, who's halfway in his own half. So that's just shows how comfortable Real Madrid are on the ball. We're posing no threat whatsoever by the looks of things, but this could get worse. And Alisson there makes Konate, I think that said, made a block, but it looked like Alisson saved it. So we'll go with that. Real Madrid with the corner, and it's headed away. No, not only as far as Becker. So We're playing it short. We want to do that, do we? Not good. But yeah, so a smash and grab would probably be the ideal scenario if we can keep this at 1-0 long enough. I mean, I don't think I've seen us touch the ball in Real Madrid's half yet, which is a little bit worrying. I mean, this doesn't look good, and yeah, we get it away. I don't like watching games like this where we're just under the cosh all the time. It's the most painful thing in the world to watch your team just completely suffer, and knowing full well that you can't really do that much about it. So at half time, somehow it's 0-0. That was a bit optimistic. Somehow it's just 1-0, should I say. And we've offered, I mean, I'd say little to nothing, but I think that's even being quite kind. We've literally offered nothing bar 2 shots, and they haven't even been on target. It's quite hard to find any positives in this, I will be honest. I'm just thinking, let's look at the bench, and we can see we've got absolutely no one to bring on either. I'm thinking potentially there. I mean, Mo Salah could come off. We can bring on Tornian, and possibly, I mean, Badgers is having a good game, so I think what we'll do is bring on Harvey Elliott there, and screw it. I think what we'll do is bring Bradley on. I've taken Bajcetic off. I didn't mean to do that, so I think what we're going to do is bring off Kanate, and just move Bajcetic to centre back basically. So why? Because I mean, I've got Bradley playing centre back, so that's not gone well, has it? And then of course a Real Madrid corner. There we go, 2-0 down. That was a schoolboy error, a big schoolboy error there. Bradley playing centre back for about 3 seconds, and Real Madrid score. So, I mean, we've got to go for it now, surely. If we go for broke and just go attacking, logic would say we might actually get a shot on target. However, I mean, this is a poor performance, and this is what I struggle with. Off camera, we don't actually play that bad, and then we come on camera and we play awful. Maybe it's because I save all the decent games, i.e. Real Madrid away, Man City's, Man United games, all for camera. So therefore, we play the easy ones off camera. Maybe I need to start they've just carved us apart, 3-0 down. Maybe I need to start playing the likes of who we thinking of, like, well, we're playing Nottingham Forest next, but like Leeds and no disrespect to any Leeds fans out there, but teams like that, and not so much the big teams, because we just offer literally nothing. Let's go very attacking. Let's get a goal. Let's get 1 goal. I mean, this is a far cry. I mean, this is our first attack of the game in the 79th minute, and I mean, that wasn't even an attack. I'm not calling that an attack. 2-footed lunge there, looks like, by Real Madrid. They get the ball back. This is quite amusing. I mean, Trent is just kind of walking. Here we go, Camavinga. I mean, that should have been 4. I mean, how has Alisson got a 6.1? The fact that he's basically kept us in the game. We're 3-0 down. I can't really class that as being kept in the game, can I? But I think we've had 1 highlight where we've actually ventured into the Real Madrid half. So if forgettable games are a thing, this is easily in the top 2, surely. And there we go. We've lost quite very convincingly to Real Madrid there in the first game of the Champions League. I'll tell you what, I didn't show you the fixtures that we have got coming up in the Champions League, so we'll have a quick look at them in a second before we jump into, go forward 4 days and jump into the Nottingham Forest game. But it doesn't get any easier. We've got AC Milan next, and then we've got Villarreal, and then it gets a little bit easier. We play Rangers there, away from home though, and then we play Marseille, who we beat in the semi-final last year, and Napoli before playing, I mean, I don't want to say that, but Torna Club, we'll call that. and then RB Leipzig at the end. So quite a tough Champions League draw, really. Very, very tough, actually. But of course, maybe we need to start showing you more games like Leicester and Luton and Everton and, Fulham, Wolves, etc., where you'll see lots of goals, hopefully. But of course, I'm going to go jump forward now 4 days, come back for that lineup for the Notts Forest game, and hopefully show you the type of performance we are putting in off camera. So before we jump into that lineup for the Notts Forest game, I did just quickly want to show you the Premier League as it stands. We're only a couple of games in, but of course, most of the focus was on the Champions League so far this episode. But yeah, if we win, we go top of the league by a point. So actually, we started off with those 2 big draws against Tottenham and Chelsea. But since then, potentially our opportunity to put a marker down at the top of the league. So going to get into that lineup now. And I've got a game against AC Milan in midweek. So I've kind of tried to do the lineup with that in mind. So we've got Alisson in goal, Bradley, Grant, Konate and Robertson make up the back 4. The midfield, Bajcetic, Elliott and Gravenberch. And then our front 3, we've got Szoboszlai, Tornianen and Stone. So here we go. And hopefully you see more of a Liverpool performance rather than Real Madrid at the Bernabeu performance. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I've tried to bear in mind that I've got a Champions League game coming up in midweek, hence why you're seeing no Mark King, no Trent. I've tried to keep the team as fresh as possible, but with the best chance of winning the game for us. So fingers crossed this is a good start. I mean, Bajcetic there. I mean, is that against the bar? But already a chance within the first 10 minutes, and that's one more chance than we ever had against Real Madrid. So far, pretty pleasing. And it looks like we're going to have another one here. Bradley throws it long to Tornianen. Plays it back to Bradley. Tornianen now with the ball. I was going to say, is he going to cross it across the... I mean, this looks dangerous. Oh, and what a finish by Szoboszlai there. Crystal Palace doing in us and playing about with the ball a little bit too much in their own box. And, completely made to pay for that big time. Don't really know what was happening there. Stone gets the little deflection into Szoboszlai and then 1-0 already. And if I'm right, that should take us, there we go, top of the league. So far, so good. And interestingly, I'm just looking at the bottom of the league here. Chelsea have 4 points from their first 5 games. So defending champions as well. So that will be one to keep an eye on. Of course, Man City up there could go top with their win later. I think last season they finished down in 8th. They were outside the European places. So they've got no European football this year, Man City, to kind of derail their season. So definitely going to be one to look out for, as is Arsenal, as always, apart from the fact that we dismantled them 5-1. So, but so far so good this game. They have not had a sniff, Notts Forest, in with a corner from Szoboszlai, and that's headed away as far as Bradley plays it to Szoboszlai. Are we calling that a penalty? I didn't really see what happened. I was going to go have a look. This doesn't happen very often. I don't often see referees, not as much as I did in FM23. I think they were there pretty much every other game. But and they used to take an absolute age to decide. But there we go, no penalty. I didn't really see that there was anything in that anyway, so I was quite surprised when they blew for a penalty in the first place. But yeah, as you can see, Nottingham Forest so far not had a sniff at goal. And possession-wise, we are absolutely hammering them. I think what we're going to do is go play a positive game and keep hold of that ball a little bit more if we can. If that's even possible, 74% possession already. I think we just need to find that second goal, if anything, just to make sure there's no scare, because it tends to happen quite a lot to us, where you can dominate a game and then before you know it, you're 1-1, and then you're staring down the fact that you might even lose the game. So I think what we'll do, as you can see, quick fire shots there from Notts Forest. I think what we're going to do is, Stone is not playing great at all, is he? I think what we might do is bring off Gravenberch. Do we bring off Gravenberch? Put Mark King on. And I don't really know. bring on Owen Beck there, but I don't really know what else we can do like that, if I'm honest. On Tornianen with the ball to Bradley, back to Tornianen. I don't know if this is a highlight or just a fact that I decided to make a sub. But Grant with the ball, he might be one to take off soon. He's already on a yellow card. And being as it's at 1-0, I can't really afford to have anyone sent off. But Elliott there is through and, I mean, wasted, yes. Quite, yeah, not good. We need to score that second goal. The longer this goes... Oh, there we go. The longer this goes on, I'm worried. But now we've got the goal. Bajcetic with a header. That does not happen very often. And we're 2-0 up. I mean, that was... Usually that's a Pennington kind of place to be. But of course, he's not on the pitch. But Bajcetic getting in on the goal action. Doesn't score many goals. But that was an important one for us. And hopefully that gives us the breathing space now to relax. Hopefully get another 1 or 2. But this is more the type of performance we're putting. Very dominant when we're not playing the big six or any big Champions League players. But King there absolutely shanks it wide. And yeah. Sorry, I think it's a players' teams. Any big Champions League teams. So I think we're as good as done, really. I'm gonna bring off Grant and probably put on Pennington now anyway. And do you know what? I think I might even take off Tornianen there, save him, and bring on Sese. Sese already made, I think, 1 or 2 appearances for me this season. Got himself his first assist in the Carabao Cup. So hopefully he can come on, get himself a little slice of the action. There's about 20 minutes left. So I'm wanting this ball to kind of either go in for us or just kind of go out of play because I don't really want to concede now. It's a bit of a dodgy time to kind of concede. But Elliott with the ball, Bajcetic, it's looking like good build-up play. King shoots, deflected, and easy save there in the end by the keeper. And we can finally make our substitutes. On they come, and yeah, hopefully we're just winding down this game with the potential to get another goal or 2. But of course, it's taking us top of the league, but it would be, Jason Stone there, lovely ball there, and Jason Stone with a finish that is very surprising of Jason Stone. Lovely ball there by Beck, and yeah, we're 3-0 up, and I love seeing Jason Stone finish like that. The fact that a lot of the time he does not hit a barn door, or he can't hit a barn door, should I say. The fact that he makes a lovely finish like that is beautiful to see. And yeah, we'll carry on with it. Carry on with the subs. Doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't affect the game. And yeah, look at that dominant performance. 15 shots, 5 on target. Restricted to Notts Forest to the fact that they haven't even had a shot yet. So yeah, this is going very, very well. I say that. I'd like to keep the clean sheet now, at least. After all that hard work, it would be nice to keep the clean sheet. And Sese there mops the ball up and plays it through to Stone. Can this be a quick counter-attack? Jason Stone there doing it all on his own. Surely he's not going to score. Oh, he hits the post. That's cruel. Doing all the hard work himself and hitting the post in the last second. But corner in there. A lot is happening at the minute. Trying hard to try and keep up here. But Sese with the ball now. Plays it to King. Over to Beck on the left. Through ball to Stone. That looked very, very close. Hence why I'm not celebrating. I think Jason Stone may well have been just offside. And I say just off. It looked really obvious, actually. But yeah, there we go. You don't mind VAR and things like that because when it's not for you. But yeah, he just looked miles offside, and he was. Probably a little bit closer than I thought, actually. But yeah, it would have been nice to get 2 goals in this game for Jason Stone. But I think, that's as comprehensive as you get. A nice 3-0 victory at home at Anfield. Go top of the league, whether it is for just an hour or not. Who cares? Because we're there. And there we go. That is a performance we like to see from Liverpool. None of that rubbish you just saw against Real Madrid. That's the type of performance we put in. But yeah, as I said before, you can tell the big step between playing a big team like Real Madrid and playing sort of a mid-table team like Notts Forest. With the players we've got, we're just struggling to make that step up, really. So, yeah, we'll kind of just have to see how that plays out as the season goes on. But of course, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. You've been giving the videos a lot of love recently, and I do appreciate that. Of course, if you're not subscribed and you are following the series, please do. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.